Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadana Allah. Assalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah la haula wala quwwata illa billah. Amma ba'd. My honorable to the leader of Silahul Ulum Foundation, my honorable to the principal of MA Silahul Ulum, my honorable to my fellow teachers at MA Silahul Ulum. And this is a special video I released in my resignation from the school. And maybe this is a shocking decision for you to hear that I will not teach at MA Silahul Ulum anymore. And now I think I need to say something. That's why I decide to resign from the school. Maybe some of you want to know. But first, I want to share my experience and my memory during my career as teacher at MA Silal Ulum. And as you know that I started to do my jobs at the year 2008 and now 2013. It's about 6 years duration of time for me as a teacher at Silal Ulum. And as long as the time I've got so many nice and bitter experience, but now I just want to explore um, the sweet ones. To begin, my teaching at Silal Ulum is not really difficult at the time because we know that I need to continue the project in the middle of the way after a teacher decided to resign. And then Mr. Masati called me at night to ask me join the school to continue teaching and learning process at the time. And I was thinking hard whether I can do the job or not because I need to teach at grade 12, and I think this is risky because I need to prepare students for final examination. But after I think for several days, and then I decide to accept his offer to teach at M. Asil Ulum. And after it ran for several time, I start I started to find many good things from the students from my activity in the classrooms. As we know that I had a big project how to make English goes down to the earth of Silahul Ulum, where the students get familiar, friendly with English, and then they can practice English in their daily conversation. But it seemed that it was not something easy to realize my dream, and then I need to find the best method how to make the student want to speak English. And then I had an idea of how to make the students want to speak English. I asked the students to speak English before they go to the toilet because I see that many students sometimes ask permission to go to the toilet, and I think this is the best way for me to little bit force them to speak English because they really need it. And at the time, I had a really good uh, beginning position because the student really wants to go to the toilet. And the first, it is not really easy to realize it. And then I wrote on a piece of paper what they need to say, and then I help them to say it. For the first, the student feel shy, and it seemed that they really don't want to practice what I asked them. But then I give them example again, 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 how to say and how to do the expression of asking permission if you want to go to the toilet. And after the time, I see that there is indication that some students want to practice what what I ask them to say, and then it continue growing, growing, and growing, and more students, and it trigger another students to do the same. They want to speak English when they want to go to the toilets, and I help them to say, "Excuse me, sir, may I go to the toilet, please?" Okay, that. and then the students try to practice again and again. And then I need to upgrade. I need my student to do something more. Then after they ask permission to go to the toilet, and then I ask them to do the same. After they went to the toilet, they entered the room, my classroom. I asked them to say thank you to from my permission, and then say thank you very much, sir, for giving me a permission to go to lavatory. That that is the expression that I shouldn't do every day. And then I ask them to speak English more by ask them to make a speaking card. I give them the outdoor activity to speak English, to interview other students, or to interview the teacher in English. And then I ask them to write, to take note on a piece of paper, just like a card. And then the topic of their speaking, the partner, they need to write on the paper, and then ask the signature, and then after finish they submit to me, and then I know what they speak, they practice with their friend, and I think this is something really good, really helpful to improve my students' English ability. And I was very happy also during this year to hear that my students are now bravely to greet me in English. Good morning, Mister. How are you? Where did you go yesterday? And this is something has been familiar in their mouth, in their tongues of my students, and I think that um, something that I did have given me progress, have given me a result, and this is really make me optimistic to say to see my students want to practice their English, and I hope they continue practice and English will be given them many benefits in their daily activities, or when they can give any help when another people who only understand in English ask them for help. But sadly, I need to say that after I become I became a teacher for 6 years, and this year, in this academic year 2013 and 2014, I make a really a tremendous decision to resign from MA Silal Ulum, and I think it's really not easy decision. I have thought about it for many times. I consider about this, and then finally I brave myself to decide to resign from the school that I really love. Um, and in my memory that Silal Ulum had so many prestige, such as several months ago when I had a good chance to accompany my students to join at Axioma contest uh, at a senior Islamic high school, a state one party, and I was very happy to see my students, Mas Sadat and also Mbak Siti Rukoyah, practice their English um, in front of many people. And this is something really make me happy and proud. I am proud of you, my students, Mas Sadat, Mbak Siti. Please continue practice your English, chase your dream, and keep your dream alive. And I will always pray that you will be a great student next time. And if I have time, I think I will be very happy to accompany you to join another contest. And also in another contest, we see that Silal Ulum come to be the winner for another competition, badminton, table tennis, and also a speech in English and Arabic for uh, junior high school, and they come to be the champions, and they represent party to go to Solo, to Danau Hujan, for competition for province level. But I had a very sad memory that we lost such of best students, female students who want to participate in this speech. But several days before that, Allah invite her to beg to Allah, and I can only say that may Allah give her the best place for living there. Rest in peace. Yeah. Uh, and I think as the ordinary teacher, maybe I have made so many mistakes, or um, from my word, from my speech, from my action, from my behavior, or anything from me. Now I want to ask your apologize. Please forgive me. In this holy month of Ramadan, I want to ask permission once again from you. And to all my students, please keep optimistic to study. Although now you are at 12th grade, and maybe next year you will have a final examination, but keep spirit, okay? Keep spirit, keep learning with your new teacher, and I hope your new teacher can guide you well, can teach you well, and I believe he or she will be able to. Uh, you need to know one thing, that I really love you. You are my student. You will be always in my heart. I will never forget you. I will always pray. I will always wish you all the best. Allah will give you all the best, and work hard to reach your dream. And for Silahul Ulum, I will always pray that this foundation will be getting bigger and bigger. Many people will give more credit, will give more trust, will more students will study at Silahul Ulum, because I know that this is my alma mater. I will always love Silahul Ulum. Will always in my heart. Your and I think your location is so strategic, near the highway, where the students are very easy to reach the school from after they get down from their bus. I think that's all what I can say for now. Once again, let me say goodbye, and please forgive me all of my mistakes, all of my faults. Maybe when I was still a teacher at Lalulum, I did something wrong. I hit your back with my dictionary sometime. I have only one intention, that I want you to attend my lesson and you understand, because this is the process of transferring knowledge, and everybody needs to pay attention. That's all from me. Let me close my speech by saying wallahul muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, silahul ulum. I love you all.